bang boo. Wham bam boo. Tutti frutti. We're doing a 50s revival this week, guys. Yeah, tutti frutti. Woo!
You're gonna get a copyright strike on that.
No, do you think I'll be that? Do you think I'll be that close? Do you think? I was watching some guy earlier, and he was doing a really interesting video, and it had loads of well-known music, but he had this like little backbeat going at the same time, and it was offbeat. So it was actually quite irritating, but I thought, I bet that's how he's got over the whole copyright thing. You know, it's like thrown the algorithms out the... Guys, how the dickens, the band are back together. I can't believe it.
I know, John Scar.
It warms the cockles of my heart. Matron. How are you guys? How are you?
Good,
William, how are you
good.
doing, dude? William's got a massive one, Ray.
Yes, yes.
It's huge.
And I survived the dry turkey for Thanksgiving here in America. I survived it.
No, hang on. You
And
weren't
when
using your
I-
massive one in a dry turkey,
I just
were
wanna
you?
say, go-
It's the
no,
last
go-
thing you want.
I would just like to say, go
That's
Team
illegal.
USA. Go USA today. Come on. Woo.
Yeah, Trump.
No, hey.
What's he on about?
I'm talking about the World Cup.
Ray, you must have got mad there. You broke the stick holding the flag up.
Oh,
What was
no.
wrong?
Yeah.
Broke your stick.
Ugh, Team USA. When is it tomorrow or today? Iran.
It's today. It's
Today.
Yeah.
What time is it? What time? How many hours from now?
I think in a couple of hours, probably after the show. I don't know.
I've got to get some better Coke, isn't it?
This is horrible, but I didn't ran. I walk.
I ran, I walked.
Yeah, that was bad. I know. It was really bad.
But you
Shout
see-
out! Squid celebrates 7 months of membership.
Oh,
Woohoo!
bless him. Wow. Oh, I tell you someone else. Oh, thank you, Squid. I tell you someone else we need to celebrate today, guys. Another member, Stu, Egghead, Renaissance Man's his birthday today.
Well,
Bless
happy
him.
Oh, wow.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday. And it's really cute because I don't know if you guys noticed, but his much beloved cat died a few weeks ago, and he was absolutely beside himself. And so guess what they got him for his birthday? A little kitten.
Little kid.
Oh.
That's
A little
great.
kitten called Magic. How cute is that?
Oh, that's
Isn't that-
cute. Yeah.
Isn't that little black kitten? Isn't that lovely? So bless him. Happy birthday. And thank you, Squids. Much appreciated.
I want to thank Rockstar for transferring over my saves, over my Stadia saves over. Thank you, Rockstar.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Not only did they were very, very generous. So any money you spent in the game at all, you get back.
Oh,
Any
wow.
gold you ever spent in the game,
Oh,
you get
wow.
back.
Oh,
So
that's
I
cool.
became like Color. I became a millionaire.
Oh,
I got over 1,000 gold, or actually 1,500,
I had 2 gold
and over
bars.
$1 million.
I have 232 gold bars.
so even if you'd
Wow.
spent it, they gave it back.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you fellas. Wow, flush with cash. Oh, yes. How can you take me and John out for a steak dinner or something just to celebrate? We don't mind.
In game though, in game, right?
Yeah,
That's
we'll take you to the Moonshine Shack and get you some moonshine.
Hey,
I've never.
we're going to
I've
share
never
an
got into
expensive meal with you of beans. They're $2 a can.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not what we need. Raymond, how's your week been, my lovely friend?
Oh man, it's been great. I actually been playing a lot of Boosteroid. Been playing Battlefield 2042. It actually plays great. Been playing it with SPG and a bunch of guys, probably in the chat right now. What else have I been playing? There's an awesome game on Amazon Luna called Freshly Frosted.
The donut game.
Yes, I love the donut game. And yeah, that's about it. And I'm just happy my Stadia money. It's just great looking and watching it just trickle in. So thank you.
I don't understand it, Ray, because I've still got about 8 things that say.
Yeah, same here. I got
refund
I have
declined
10.
or something.
Yeah, and they say I got an email saying go back and show it again. Go back, redo whatever you got to do, and just put it back in.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you got to.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do that I didn't do.
You got all those that are missing. You got to let them know.
Right. Okay.
But what you're referring to, though, Rock, is you got your refunds, You're talking about the refunds that show zero amounts or something that's been declined.
Yes.
Yeah.
So but I haven't had those though, presumably. William, it's not fun. It's not funny, mate. It's money.
Hey,
It's coming. You know,
I mean, it's $0. How are they going to refund that?
I was getting worried because I was seeing people in Canada, people in the UK, even in America. Everybody, where is the hell is my? And finally,
hey, I have to say, a lot of people freaked out, and the sky was falling for a little while. But I think the task at hand, I think Google did an amazing job.
They did. Talking of which, because I want to put people's minds at rest, William, we started the show by me exclaiming the huge, massive size of the one that you possess.
Yes.
I think we ought to explain what we were actually, because I think we moved on too quickly.
I wasn't going to whip it out, but since you asked, no.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
So, all right. So I purchased a little something. I upgraded my PC. And a lot of people upgrade their PCs. You know, they swap out motherboards, graphic cards, stuff like that. And I bought the biggest one I could find. I got the water-cooled MSI Supreme 4090.
Wow.
Water-cooled.
Wow. And you can get 4K 120?
Yes, off of almost any damn game. So like I had a 3090 in my possession, and I tested it out. And in Shadow of War, you'd get around 92 to 100 frames, but it would jump around a little bit. This thing is 198 frames. So not only are you locked at 4K 120, but you've got like another 60, 70 frames to play with. Like, so if just think about it though. But if you're playing at 198 frames and you hit like a graphical intense part and you're going to drop 40 frames quickly or something, your eye's not even going to notice that at that frame rate. So it's really
crazy.
So William, how do you plug that in? Because doesn't it have like a regular plug to plug into the wall or something?
No. So the way regular graphics cards go, at least with the 3080s and before, but so you'd have one 8-pin, one 6-pin. Now with the 30 series, you have two 8-pins. This card takes 4, but it doesn't. They all 4 don't plug into the card. They have it's PCI.
You're not fully plug in, and you're still getting all that power.
It's PCI Gen 5 or whatever. So there are power supplies that have one cable that will go from your power supply to the graphics card, 12-pin. But for everyone that doesn't have a PCIe 5 gen power supply, you have to use your 8-pins instead, and they have a dongle. It'll plug into the 12, and then you've got 4 little like spiders, coming off, and then you plug your 8-pins into that. Now, there was a big scare on the 4090s when they were first released because some of the power plugs were melting. But after independent testing, and this isn't coming from NVIDIA, this is coming from independent labs that tested the 4090s and the adapters. In the production period, you can sometimes get debris stuck in the ports. So check those before you plug it in. And the other thing is when you plug in the 12-pin to the card itself, you have to push it in rather hard and make sure you hear the snap. Because if any of those pins aren't lined up and they're cocked, what you'll get is an arc. Yeah.
Would you suggest
you slide your pins in at the side?
Hold on. Do you suggest blowing first or spraying something to blow out the debris out of that? What would you suggest?
I would say, just to be safe, give it the Nintendo treatment. Blow on that cartridge, baby.
Yeah,
top and bottom.
Yeah. But so all you do is you just check to look for debris, anything obstruction in there, and make sure it's plugged in fully. Each one of the spiders, make sure that all the cords are plugged in, but make sure it's plugged in flush with the 4090, and you should not have any problems.
It's all very technical, but amazing.
Yes,
I can't wait. Are you going to actually stream at 4K 120? Are you going to push out at that, or give it a go?
No, I don't believe YouTube will let you stream to 120.
No,
it'll only do 4K 60 with HDR. But sadly, my ISP is where I'm lacking in that department. I don't have the bandwidth to do all that.
Fair
But
enough.
when it upgrades, I will. But this thing is a beast, though. If anybody has a 3080 or a 3090, this is an actual upgrade, and you can feel the power. Like it does feel different. It doesn't feel like going from my 970 to like a 1080 or something. It really feels like a big leap in performance.
So we've essentially got climate change to blame on you from now on, then, William. It's
yes. Well,
sucking in the energy of the world into your PC.
Well, what's super interesting though about this design of this liquid cool is that the graphics card doesn't hold any of the heat anymore. So like usually you got your graphics card running and it's dumping heat all over inside your case, and you got to have your fans be exhausting that heat. Well, this thing goes right to the top of your case, and the top of my case is open, like vented. So the radiator mounts directly to the top, and the fans underneath push the heat up and out.
Wow.
So you could literally stand over my case and warm your hands. Like, I mean, that's literally
amazing.
You can warm your cockles too, I think.
Wow.
You sure could. And the wattage with all four, I believe the wattage with all four cables plugged in is 480 watts with this card. There was
480 watts.
Yes. Now,
just
playing Red Dead, I have a UPS unit which regulates voltages coming out of the wall, and there's a button on it that I can watch what I'm pulling from the wall. And I was pulling like 605 watts with this card and my i9 129K.
What?
Yeah, it was like 625 or 605 out the wall.
You crazy talk. You Americano crazy talk. I don't want to know anymore about your big one, William. See a little bit of Russian there. Was quite good. Did you like that, guys? Right. Listen. What about young? Listen, we don't get him for very long. When we do get him, he's a bit like a little Pokemon in a ball. We have to be careful.
Oh my god!
Here he is, our very own John the Pokemon. How's it going, John?
Where you been, John? What you been doing?
Wow. I thought I was the Earl of Cambridge. I thought we agreed upon that.
No, listen, that's our little secret. We don't say that in public.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't. That's not a public one, though.
That's our safe word,
just
right?
Us. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've been checking out the both the Steam and Epic Game Store sales, picking up games left and right on there. Hot Wheels I picked up, Unleashed. Awesome. Like, of course, I loved it when it came out on Stadia, but we know where that is now. So pick that up on a good deal.
It's too soon, man. It's too soon. Why did you do it to us every week? What's wrong? Just because you've moved on. Some of us are still there, man. It's like Marilyn. I still love Marilyn. It was 40 years ago, mate.
I moved
50,
on.
50, 60 years ago. Oh, man. Yeah, what did you get?
Yeah, I got Evil West as well. If you haven't tried that, have you played it, Rokk? Evil West?
No, I watched Lee, Cloud Gaming Dad. I watched him play it, and I was all set to buy it, and I thought, this game is going to whip my butt. There is no way I'm going to get more than 10 minutes into this game. So I don't know. I might do. Well, it's on my rental list, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, so I will get it to rent. At this moment in time, John, my kind of raison d'etre, it's a little bit of French there, fellas. It means shrunken grape in French. My raison d'etre is that I'm renting the big stuff, and then I'm putting all my money into buying stuff to give away. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do at the moment. So I'm trying to be like Robin Hood. I don't really rob anybody. So, giving Hood. Yes,
you saying Robin Hood made me think. Have you ever seen the Disney movie Robin Hood? Men
in Tights?
No, the cartoon Disney version with the fox.
Yeah, and
it's got some wonderful music in it.
Yes, it has. It's got that kind of old folkish music as well, hasn't it? And the sheriff is the lion, isn't he? If I remember rightly, he's the old wizened lion.
Yeah, he's a little. Yeah.
Talking of Disney, I don't know if you guys saw it. I popped it up on screen, but there had been talk of where is he? Where's he gone? Let me find it. Here we go. Robert Iger coming back. Bob Iger coming back to Disney. I saw this recently. He was a bit of a legend in them there parts, and he is. Of course, they say the rumours of Apple buying Disney are, but of course the Jobs' estate is the largest private shareholder in Disney. Did you know that? So when Jobs sold Pixar to Disney, he largely got shares, and he's now the largest single private owner of stock, and Apple have got a chunk of that as well. So he had these deals go down, which is why Apple and Disney are very close. But Bob Iger, interesting one. Just thought I'd throw that in. I got very serious there for a second.
Shout out to ER Gaming. He's gifting subs in the chat. Thank you for that.
Oh, bless you,
5
dude.
memberships.
Thanks,
a whole
Eddie.
bunch of people have speculated that
Wow.
Bob Chapek got fired for Bob Iger's decisions.
Oh,
I've heard
really?
that. I don't know if that's
Wow.
true or not. I just mean that he replaced Bob and then he got canned. So
Thank you, Eddie. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much, dude. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot get over the generosity of the folk that come and pop into here every single day, guys. They're absolutely amazing. Wasn't there some issues over wokeism, and isn't it kind of a bit of a sacrificial lamb so they can sort of fresh start and stuff? I find all that very unsavory, to be honest. Not the fact of the wokeism. I mean, it's the 21st century. Let's get with respect for each other. There's nothing wrong with that. And as I said the other day, if that's what it means, then I'm woke till I croak, baby. But this whole thing about you can't you see it with Musk on Twitter. Oh yeah, it's all woke everywhere. It's wokerati. It's get rid of them. What's that all about?
I don't know about the whole buying of companies right now, because it looks like a recession.
it looks like it's imminent.
And
we're in it in the UK. We've been in it for a little while. So
I don't want to hear it, Ray. I don't want to hear it. Okay.
You're gonna be eating pork and beans later on. But it's I mean, these companies, and which we're gonna get into later on in the show, but there's
we got a load of that, haven't we? We got a load of it.
Off people, even on certain platforms that we play on, people are losing their jobs and getting laid off. So
and the thing is, it's not that these guys are facing poverty or even a loss. It's just that they're not making quite as much profit as they did pre the pandemic. And so people's livelihoods are being shed simply because the shareholders aren't getting quite the return they were getting. Why I oughta.
We made 30 billion last year, and this year we only made 29.
I wanted 40 billion.
Cut.
How are we gonna make up that 10?
That's it. That's the naked capitalism for you dudes. Listen, we've got to do the thing. What's the thing, Rokk? We've got to give away. I messed up yesterday, guys. I forgot to do my 30 days of Christmas giveaway. I've still got 26 games left. We're getting close.
29 days now.
Yeah. So I'm going to start the clock. Everybody knows what this is. If you win, I'm going to do the spinny winny wheel thing later, and it won't be at the end of the show. So all you people that are coming in late in the show thinking I'm just going to turn up and win, no, you ain't, because it stops it stops at some point during the show. You know how it works. And
wait, what time?
Yeah, I ain't telling you. I almost said.
Available.
Whoa, Joe with the $20. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, Joe, dude. Man, that's amazing. Thank you so much, brother. Oh, bless you. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, man. I don't hate it. I love it, but it does make me a little bit emosh. I get the feels. That's just stunning. Thank you, my friend. So I am going to, just to say thank you. And Joe's won a couple of times, I think, mate. Haven't you, on the old members wheel? So the deal is this. I have got 30, well, in fact, not anymore because I've given away 4. I've got 26 PC games in the form of Steam codes, and I put them all into a spreadsheet. And the winner, when we spin the wheel later, so it's all members, all my members, and that includes all you guys in this room. Thank you, guys. You all go into. You won the other day, Ray, didn't you, man? What did you win?
Some black nuts.
No.
And I was going to say,
tasty.
I'm always in the spread. Always. So.
William, you won the other day. What was it you won?
Yes.
You
Super
did?
Pet.
You got Super Pets, outright game Super Pets,
and thank you for that, Rokk. It is a kid's game after all, and I gave it to an autistic child, so thank you. He's gonna love it.
That's amazing. That's brilliant. Thank you, William. That's perfect, my friend. That's exactly what I say to people when I do the kids game stuff. You may not have kids, you may not be, but you know people that do, and if you can donate it to a hospital or a school or something, even that's amazing. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate that. Brilliant stuff. So anyway, what happens is there's a spreadsheet, and I will get in touch with you after the show, and you get to look at the spreadsheet, and you can choose whichever game you want from the list. So I'm not going to just give you a pick and mix. There you go. You've got Little Angels. No, I want to kill people. Right, I'm starting it now. Here it goes. It's live. You've got to do exclamation point win or exclamation mark win if you're in the UK. It's the same thing, and it's going to stop at a point in the near future, and then I will draw you later. Guys, should we get on with the news?
Oh yeah, we got some
news. The only thing is I haven't got it lined up, but I will now. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, right, we're going to go straight in on that one, are we? Ooh, why not? Let's get it shared.
Woo! You weren't hearing things, Ray. You weren't hearing things.
Heavy breathing.
Here it is. I've got it. I am currently sharing my screen. What's up? What up?
It's the CMA.
The CMA. It tells me I'm sharing my screen, but why do I care? I know I'm sharing my screen. Yes, Cloud Gateway. So, just to set the scene, and you guys can pick this up. Do you remember? Wasn't that long ago that the CMA, that is it's the Competition and Market Authority. Now, they were called something else back in the day, but they've got some teeth. And they were having a look, if you remember, they were looking at Microsoft and the whole Activision Blizzard thing. And they weren't happy. They weren't happy. And, that's all in, we're going to come up to that again in a second. Well, now they've turned their sights on cloud and mobile gaming, and specifically Apple and Google. I think largely because of their app stores, to be fair. But cloud is an interesting one. I don't know if you guys, John, you'll be very familiar with this, I'm sure. Open invitation to take me up on that point. If you'd like me to circle back, I will.
Well, John, you want to go? You want me to?
No, I was just going to say, if you scroll up a little bit, that Alan Davis on the right-hand side there, that picture looks straight out of the 60s there. This guy looks like he's just staring, right through your soul. And I'm
Ray, he clearly knows nothing, mate. Take it up, brother.
Hey, it looks like that man saved us from the missile crisis in the 60s. That's all I'm saying.
It did.
Definitely.
Shut up, Ray's got the seat. Come on, Ray.
The CMA in the UK just wants to make it fair for other companies to put their mobile apps and browsers and stuff. So they got to regulate, because, when you think of mobile, you think people with Apple, you think people with Android, Google Play. So they're just trying to, look, we want to make it fair. We just got to do an investigation because Apple and Google are considered the gatekeepers of mobile gaming. So and they're just investigating, and they want to be fair.
Well, not only that, but in the UK, they take a lot of this stuff so much more serious than we do in the United States. Like, they don't like misadvertising and so I can understand. But
that's very similar here in Canada as well. There's certain laws, so like when car dealerships and things like that are advertising that it's not try to sneak it in under there and all these hidden fees and just making it fair. A fair market for everyone to be able to compete in.
Thank you, Vet, for the $10.
Oh, Vet, bless you, dude.
Oh, wait a minute, was that $100, Vet?
No, look, it's $10 for John. Thank you for pulling a vet. Thank you for pulling a vet and bringing the jokes. Listen, John. Word of warning.
Whoa! When you started pulling that down. Whoa!
Don't go pulling the vet, man.
No,
don't go pulling the vet. It'll get messy.
That's the wrong ripcord.
That's where John's been. We ain't seen John in a while because he's been pulling.
That's right. Two hands, baby. 2 hands.
Well,
we know Vet is well equipped. That's it.
Yeah, it takes me back to my cow milking days. It's a full house. Bjorn says, "Yeah, we got some."
What did you just utter?
Yeah.
And look at this. Bruce is bringing the Scami as well.
Oh,
gosh.
The balmy Scami. Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the CMA. Where do you think this is going to end up for? I mean, it's interesting to see how legislation's coming in from all angles. I know the FTC are coming down on We've got a new social protection law going through in the UK today, which is going to make it the hefty fines if children allowed under 13 are found to be in social media.
I think I think what they find out and what their determination is on a lot of this stuff is going to be super interesting.
Bless you. So amazing.
Very,
very. No, you're right, William. Super interesting. I think, but it's kind of. It all started. Back in the day, it was beautiful because it was like open. When all the internet was young, it was open source and GNUs and free games to play, and it was unregulated and nobody cared because everybody looked out for each other.
Vet, can you throw in another 10, not for the hands, but for the other part, please? Another 10, Vet. Come on, throw in another 10.
Yeah.
Man, I'm surprised you sell it so cheap, Ray.
But for the other body part, you know what I'm talking about.
He's like, for an extra 10, bro.
Yeah, he's in for a 10. Wow. Happy seconds. What's he like? Bruce, you're right. It has been against the law for over 10 years, but and it has in the UK as well and Europe. But they're doubling down. So beforehand, look, don't do it, guys. Slap. But they're bringing in incredible fines in the UK. Which it's difficult because it's like hosting. If you're a web host, and like I am. I mean, I've got quite a few people that we host their websites. I can't monitor all the content or all the images that they maybe store and share out privately. And there comes a point where it's like, I'm responsible as Mr. Facebook, Mr. Twitter, whatever. I'm now responsible for your content. But to be fair, I think they should be. I was listening to, there's a guy in the UK, Martin somebody, or other, I've forgotten his surname now, money saving expert, Martin Lewis. And he was up in front of House of Commons committee the other day, and he sued Facebook. So basically they allowed a series of adverts to go out saying with his face on it, as if he was validating their adverts, which he clearly wasn't. So they got sued, and they agreed to put $3 million into an ad spam department. And the idea was that they would use all that effort to rid Facebook of all these fake ads. He said, and he was in front of the committee, he said it never happened. They set it up, it was completely useless. He said, I went in, they gave me an hour telling me why they couldn't do it. And he said, and I've spoken to developers since who said they can do it in their lunch break. It's just because they make so much money from those spammy, scammy ads that they don't want to. And that's the problem.
Right.
Once money gets in there, we talked about it earlier, didn't we? About what was it? Whatever it was, cash. Once cash gets in there, it's Martin Lewis. Thanks, Petter. Anyway, I'm getting too serious. It's like what's going on? I'm becoming an old man in front of everybody. So that's the CMA. We got a similar thing going on in the
Cloud Gaming Dad. That movie was Menace to Society, and he said, "I got these cheeseburgers, man."
I don't
sorry
know
about
this
that, Rock.
movie.
Yeah, sorry, you don't want to probably.
I don't. I know nothing about your cheeseburgers, William. The feds, in this case it's the FTC, the feds are likely to challenge Microsoft's $69 billion Activision takeover. And that's not massive news. It is big news, so it's not brand new news. It's a few days old, but we do cover the stuff that's been kicking around for a little while. So if you guys had a chance to contemplate what this may or may not mean.
Well, in the U.S., none of this stuff really. I don't think they're going to break up anything ever. If this was being decided elsewhere, I think it would be more important, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think they get away with being a monopoly. I think a whole bunch of companies do.
Well, you have
which one, Microsoft or AB?
Sony does
Amazon.
not want to. Sony does not want to lose Call of Duty. Microsoft offered to let Sony have Call of Duty for 10 years. Sony said, "No, we don't want 10 years. We want more than we want our Call of Duty." So, Nintendo, you got any? No, we got Mario.
Yeah.
We got, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. We don't care about Call of Duty.
People don't think this deal is even possible, and I say, hold my beer for America. You ain't seen shit. Trust me. It could happen. It very well could. They could let it go right through.
I'm sure it will.
Oh yeah. Well, this was go on.
I would, if I was Microsoft. You know what? Look, let's all make some money. I would just hey, you know what? Here. I'm gonna throw you a bone. You want Call of Duty? Here, let's all look. We'll share Call of Duty. We're gonna make our money. We're gonna own the brand and everything. Here, you can have Call of Duty. Let's all be happy, because when it comes down to, Sony does not want to lose Call of Duty,
but. You know what's so funny, right? Is remember when Sony had the rights to all the exclusive stuff for Call of Duty, right?
I know.
And same with Destiny and things like that. And now it's reversed, and they're like, "Oh no, we can't."
But you got to understand, you got to understand, they're competitors. You don't want to see your competitor get the upper hand, and that's what it comes down to. Is I don't want to see them get all our people, but if you're smart, if you got a bunch of PlayStation guys and they're playing Call of Duty, let them have it. It's a win-win.
Right, you're going to make money anyways, right?
You're going to make money anyway. So
Where's the harm?
Let's make everybody happy. Don't give them 10 years. Let them have it.
Right, and eventually, right, it'll become where it doesn't matter the platform that you're playing on. You're just playing the game. You can play with your friends. And
Sony, look, you have IPs. You got Killzone. You have the Resistance.
The studio
IPs that you can
The studio is going to quickly become more important than the console you're playing it on.
Yes, exactly.
Very much. Very much.
And they're going to see, well, where can we make the most money? By allowing as many people as we can to play our games.
Yes.
Right? So it doesn't matter. Whether you own an Xbox, a PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever, we're still getting the money for it, right? The hardware is irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. That's I don't know about Tencent though. I can't see. I can't see. Says just for those that can't. Hot take. I know they buy up a lot, but if anyone should buy ABK, that's Activision Blizzard, and I'm not sure what the K stands for. What's the K stand for? Klein. It should be Embracer, not MS. Sony. Oh, I see. Not MS. Only a Tencent. Right. Embracer, which of course is Swedish, only has AA mostly, but they keep it multi-platform. Yeah, I agree. I watched a video earlier today with this guy. Oh, it was old Linus actually. He was reviewing the Logitech.
Yes.
Did you see that
too? Yes, I
didn't realize how embedded Tencent is in that thing. You have to sign up to their privacy terms. It won't let you play it unless you press the button. It's China. I'm a little bit concerned.
What did you think about what he had to say about the device?
Very interesting. Yeah. I mean, my only concern and his TLDR. His TLDR was essentially he really likes the device. He thinks it's, he said you can't compare it to the Steam Deck. It's two different animals. One is designed to play local games, and it has has a less resolution and stuff. But he was kind of saying, the problem is, that there's the dead zones on the sticks is not great, and it's not brilliant at playing Android games. Well, it's in the name, G Cloud Gaming. The fact that it has Android and it plays Android games is not its purpose in life.
Right.
So,
Right.
And he talked about latency, but I hear this all the time when I see people, particularly in the States, road testing, they all go on about the latency. I never get the latency issue. I don't know if it's very peculiar to these certain states and these people, but
it is.
You know what I think it is, Rokk? I think it also it's a cloud bias. I 100% Stadia proved that to me without a shadow of a doubt that people are so afraid of change that they will lie and do anything that they can
that don't even want this
to discredit.
Metaverse. They don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
There's people that don't even
Yeah.
want this metaverse to happen, folks.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
And
just
you
like
can't. I figured this out too. You can't chase clicks and be ethical at the same time either.
there you go.
You can't.
Right. Just like if you look at the thumbnail.
What have you been up to?
Right? If you look at it, he says, "Oh, they sent it to me for a sponsorship, but instead I reviewed it." Like he's some rebel and fighting back against the man. It's like, you know what?
Yeah,
Whatever.
No.
I agree. I agree with you on that one, my friend.
It's not impartial at all.
No, it's yeah. But nonetheless, he did give it a thumbs up. He did say that actually, when all's said and done, he thinks it's probably the best of the cloud gaming.
For its use case, like what it's designed,
Yeah,
for what
right.
it's marketing towards,
Absolutely.
it works great for that use
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And don't forget, John, we're giving one away, mate, at Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What's
That's
Linus
exciting.
doing? Talking crap about.
Yeah, but he
that,
ain't gonna.
right?
Even if he enters, he's not winning it. All right, we pull him.
No, yeah,
We pull him out. All right.
yeah.
Gotta put
in the
that
spread.
stipulation
It's in the
in. He
spread.
I
might-
know
Yeah.
he'd be desperate to get in our competition. We're not letting it happen.
Yeah.
Guys, get your exclamation point wins in. Come on.
And also
Time's a ticking.
The Federal Trade Commission is also looking at what Stadia shutting down. Also, some things going over in Amazon. They're looking at other
Is that
companies.
right?
Well, they can get out of our refunds. Don't mess those up.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we've
pay
reviewed
that
it.
back.
You've all got to pay it
Yeah.
back. Yeah, we're forcing Stadia back into business. You need your money. Oh, wow. Everyone's like, no. Cloud gaming's rubbish. No. Definitely not the way forward. Not the way forward. Next up, I was first out there on the YouTubes yesterday with this one, but Reliance Jio, I think that's how it's pronounced. I do beg pardons if it ain't the case. They are a huge Indian telco. So they, if you want to go and get a phone and a network and your broadband and your TV, etc., then you go to these guys over there, the equivalent of AT&T or BT in the UK, and they also do have a kind of gaming. They have a gaming aspect to them, but according to the info that I got yesterday, they were all set to bring xCloud to their system. And there was a dispute over cash, and so they fell back into the loving arms of NVIDIA GeForce Now. So NVIDIA GeForce Now they're already trialing on set-top smart boxes for these guys. So their audience, their customer base that have already got smart set-top boxes for TV and their broadband can now also play GeForce Now, which is, I mean, let's face it, it's the nirvana. It's where they all wanted to be, isn't it? In the land of mobile and cloud gaming. They've only at this moment in time said that it's going to be on those smart devices, but there's no way that they're going to avoid pulling it out there on mobile networks at some point.
Right.
The only problem is, when we looked at this in a little bit more detail on Clock yesterday, their kind of broadband packages are like 30 megs. 30 megs? Yeah, 30 megs. I think their top was 100, which is absolutely fine. But it'll be interesting to see how they go with that. But let's face it, this is a country where, it's expensive to buy a PC or to invest in a console. So I think this should be really interesting. Since
That's a really good step, for them to expand into India.
Cloud in those countries is going to be so epic and major. I don't think people understand. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, well they're all on their phones." We're right. Well, if they could play a AAA game on their phone, they're going to do it.
They would do it. They will
They're gonna
absolutely do it. And don't forget, we I don't know if it was this show or Clock again last week, but I think it may have been Clock, discovered a French company called Care Games. I think they're called Care Games, and their raison d'etre, their shrunken grape, is all about mobile games in the cloud on your phone. So you subscribe to their cloud gaming service, and what you get is a cloud version of those mobile games. So if you want to play mobile Call of Duty or Fortnite or what have you, you can play it on any quality of phone. So again, a service that I think would be absolutely huge in emerging economies like this. Really good stuff though, and I by the way, I can say this has been confirmed by GeForce Now. I know that because I was in the Discord when they confirmed it. So this is 100% happening, and the rumor is that it's going to go live out of beta for them around mid-January 23.
Nice.
So at the moment they've got 50 titles they can play on there. It's a trial thing, and they're offering it for free as part of that monthly subscription. And at the moment it's about $10 for TV, broadband, the smart TV box, and GeForce Now.
Wow. And they even got Robin Hood. Look.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's Robin. There you are.
There he is. He even looks like me. Look at that. Oh, there he is. Little fella. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Sorry, William.
Oh, I just said Robin of Locksley.
Oh, yes. Indeed.
You know, I love the fact that people can just game
Right, yeah.
anywhere. This is great.
Yeah, Cloud. Yeah, absolutely. Is it hot in your room, Ray?
Yes, it is.
I just wondered why the fan was on.
It is hot. I have. If you really
He said my legs are sweating under the
let me
desk, Rock.
tell you something. Rock, I got a hoodie and a beanie, and it's starting to get a hot.
Yeah, you got your own self
And
to
if you
blame.
really want to know, my chestnuts are roasting.
Your black nuts.
You're black nut, right?
So I just had to turn on the fan, to keep them nice and
Wow.
cool. If you really want to know.
Black
Keep them
nuts
away
roasting
from the
on an open
4090 Ray. Keep
fire.
them away from the 4090.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black nuts roasting on an open fire. Jeez, what is it with you guys? What else we got? We're coming up to we haven't got much news today because we've got loads of stuff to cover off. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, I know you're going to go there.
Oh,
I know you're
dear.
gonna go
Yeah.
there. Gotta go. We gotta go there.
We got to go there, Ray. Amazon.
Zoinks!
Amazon Luna. They're shelling games. They're shelling the games. I mean, so this article from our good friends, it's actually from Jack, our good friends at Cloud Dosage, they reported a little while ago, I think we covered it as well, that there was this imbalance. They were getting rid of more games than they were taking on, or at least as far as their roadmap is concerned. They've just discovered they're about to get rid of 45 of their games in December. Some of them are big ones. Quite new as well. Chorus, Resident Evil 7.
That's what happens when you let people go.
Yeah.
And let the staff go.
Now,
So
can we specify, is this on Luna, or is it these games are on those paid channels that are leaving? Is there a distinction?
That's all kind of in the same bucket, I guess. I know what you're okay.
Because
So
you can subscribe to Ubisoft channel.
yeah,
That's what I mean.
I hear you. I'm not seeing any Ubisoft titles in this list. I'm just looking down it now.
Because it might be all worry for naught, because all the games that are on
No.
Luna are meant to cycle out and go away.
Yeah, but
at some point.
only a few a month. And this is
Right.
45, and there's like
That is a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what Jack says is, while this isn't a total death sentence for the service, it appears to point to a lack of commitment from Amazon to the product. We know of only a few games which are set to be added to the library, including 3 slated for November that have yet to materialize. Actually, I think one went in today. The Luna controller got discounted as well. I don't think that means a great deal because you've got to discount stuff around Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, let's face it; it's not great PR, is it? And I've not seen them almost in the same way that Stadia was very quiet until they had to. I've not seen anything from them. Amazon coming forward and saying, "No, panic thee not. It's all good. There's no concerns."
Well, Amazon is going through a whole lot of reshuffling right now.
Yeah.
They were on a large hiring binge, and now they're on like a 1% fire everybody binge. So
Yeah.
it's interesting what's going on over there at Amazon.
David,
There's a whole lot going on besides Luna.
I love David's positive spin here, by the way, and I'm not saying that facetiously. I love it. Just a possibility, says David. They've cut 45 that they would struggle to get licensing for in other countries prior to expansion.
No.
I mean, it's a no, Ray. You're not buying that. Not buying it, Ray.
That's a lot of conflicts. That's a lot of conflicts.
No, the fact they interviewed somebody that worked at Amazon Luna.
Yeah.
They're the staff. They're cutting staff, and when you don't have a staff to optimize games and put these games on, and I mean, there's no staff. There's the money. They gotta make cuts. Same thing. Stadia claims they had to do. They said stop. We ain't got the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you guys? What do you guys think about? So it seems to me the two services that are. I mean, let's face it, we don't know, but it ain't looking great for Luna. And let's assume for a second that they do decide to wind it down. They were the two closest to each other services, weren't they? In the sense that it's kind of a Netflix of games. What everybody wanted back in the day was that whole Netflix of games. Ironically, Netflix of games may be coming via Netflix. Weirdly, right? But do you think that the model itself is not one that the market really wants? Or that it isn't financially sustainable for them to keep licensing a half a dozen games every month and putting it in the pile? Do you think that's the issue here?
No,
The model is expensive.
No, they have other things that let me tell you something. These guys come up with stuff, and then something new comes along, and they rather invest that money in that, and then they cut whatever project's going on. So happy to your thing, Amazon and Google. Yes, they have a lot of money, but guess what? We also know that they put money behind a lot of projects, and then they cut those projects, and they move on to the next thing, and that's what they do. That's in any company. Hey, we have this idea. Let's back it. Hey, we're losing money on it. It's not hitting the numbers. Let's cut it. And that's business.
And we know, as we said earlier, that they're not. This isn't all about what makes profit for them and what makes the most profit, and where they're losing opportunity by investing in a certain thing that isn't. And these guys, Amazon and Meta and Apple, Alphabet, all these guys, they gamble. That's what they do. All right, they've got a massive pile of money, and they put money on horses. And after a couple of races, if that nag is not getting them if it's not getting any faster, or it's not winning races, off to the knacker's yard. Yeah. That's how it is with them. It's not, it's not like, as we've said with Stadia, it's not like this is a startup business and they've put everything they've got and it's owned by the guy who's put his stake into it and he wants to make it massive. If Stadia had been that, it would still be here today. If Luna was that, it would be all over the world today. Go, Ray.
No, I'm just saying. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You're right.
And it's there. I think it's obviously Stadia was a victim of the market and the economy, right? I honestly think that if the economy was in a better state, that Stadia would still be around.
Yeah.
I mean, the model isn't great either. I just mentioned that it's a little expensive because of all it's like your cable service, if you want AMC, you have to pay for like, I don't know. It's a whole bunch of channels to sub to and stuff. I think they kind of missed the mark a little bit by not allowing you to buy a game, but that would be more like Stadia's model. That's never what they wanted to do.
Right.
So the model was never for me. I still play it on my TV though, for the 4 or 5 free games they let you play. But yeah, it'll be sad if it disappears. I want to see Cloud succeed. No more hardware, damn it. I don't want to buy another card.
I think it's really important to split between a specific cloud model and cloud itself, because look at what GeForce Now is doing. Now, I happen to know, because I check it out every day, GeForce Now 3080 is one of the best performing keywords on YouTube right now. There's a reason for that, right?
Yeah.
Look at the deal they've just done in India. They're going to open up to hundreds, billions of people.
Just think of that keyword and that buzzword, 3080. I got a 4090, but think of 3080, and you can get that with no hardware.
Right.
Nothing.
Absolutely. And it is amazing. I mean,
that's incredible.
Stunningly amazing. Yeah.
It's incredible, man.
It is. It is absolutely amazing. No, I don't think we've got any worries. And also, Xbox are 100 in. They're 100 in on xCloud. Which will come on our next little news item, I think, is an interesting one where we can do some suppositions, but particularly coming back on xCloud. But, I think, PlayStation, Sony are like, we don't really know what to do. We're not too sure. But, the other big players that are out there right now, they're investing in this. And I think what we're seeing, if anything, is a rationalizing of models, less so the problem of cloud itself. And cloud is an expensive service. I don't think we appreciate just how expensive it is to run these farms, these server farms, and the network infrastructure and the
Think
staff.
of how much one computer costs.
Yeah.
Just one, and it's got all of that hardware times thousands of racks.
Yeah.
And
It's very expensive.
And there's still some people out there that still can't use it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 100%, Ray, 100%. We are still only able to work for a percentage of the overall market. It's all about growth, which interestingly brings me to our final news item before we move on to the rest of the magazine. I came across this earlier, which is kind of not to do with what we're talking about, but in the same vein, I think it really is. I'll explain why. It's called the Genki Covert Dock. The Mini.
Genki.
I have no idea what that means.
That sounds saucy.
It does. It certainly does. And it sounds like a thing that needs batteries, but it doesn't. It plugs into the wall. So this little tiny thing down...
What the heck?
No, listen. This is a Nintendo Switch here, right? This little tiny thing you can take away with you on holiday because it only needs a chip. That's exactly it. All it has is a little chip in there, and it can store a number of games. So, what if Xbox were to bring out... Remember the project, whatever it was called, Keystone, wasn't it? Keystone. Right. And I think Keystone was actually iced for a really obvious reason. If you start producing hardware, you're competing with yourself if you sell hardware, right?
Yeah.
And it's not that they don't want to do it or that they won't do it. It's just right now they would be cannibalizing all that Xbox stock. There's a reason they've just dropped the price on the S. They want to get rid of the stock so they can move to things like this. This could be the next Xbox. Something that big with a Wi-Fi chip, because that's all it needs. A little GPU that does enough that it needs to do to run a decent video frames per second, and an Xbox controller. And that's in terms of chips in the Samsungs and the LGs. They're going to be in less space than this. Half the space in that thing is just the power supply.
Right.
I think that's where we're looking. Not for a couple of years because they've got to get rid of Xbox stock. But I think that the next generation of Xbox, I'm not saying Sony because I don't think Sony really know what direction they want to go in, but I think the next gen of Xbox is going to be something that looks maybe prettier than this, but like this. And that's going to have everything in it that you need to play xCloud 4K 60 with a controller. What do you reckon, guys?
That'd be beautiful.
If you told me back in the 90s we would be playing in the cloud, I'd say you're a nut. So anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Well, I mean, Ray, we had the Sega channel back on in the 90s there where you could get the Sega cartridge, hook your cable up to it, and download and play a variety of games. So
Nintendo did something similar with Zelda. You could get different variations of the maps and stuff and dungeons.
Yep.
But this is definitely where the future's going. I mean, I just bought a graphics card to put in my computer to make it better, but I assume all this stuff is going to be streamlined. It's all going to be integrated
eventually.
Together.
And you know what? And if you're going to jail, you can easily hide it and get it.
You certainly can.
You and your prisoner mates can play some video games.
Oh my! But what? Hey, they're gonna think. Hey, that guy hunched over. That guy hunched over behind you using that controller is gonna look really weird, right?
Wow!
Down there,
the Nintendo butt plug. Hey guys, come out of a LAN party over at Big Jimmy's.
Chocolate Jimmy, right? Chocolate Jimmy.
That's a shit show.
Okay? Wowza. Ray's bringing his black nut. Oh man. There you go. $50 though, Ray. I tell you, don't knock it. No, don't knock it, because I think this is what we're looking at.
So that's an actual portable Switch? Is that what that is for?
It's exactly what it is. HDMI and a USB-C.
I would pay $50 for it.
Yeah,
I would pay $50 for it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so here's the thing, though. Yeah. It must be running an emulator of Nintendo Switch because there's no way Nintendo would allow that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed. In fact, I'm not even. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think it is an emulator, but the
okay.
the point, nonetheless, is
No,
that,
I understand.
you know, and what I'm saying is, forget the fact that they've pre-installed games or that they've installed games or whatever. You know, it could just as easily be a Raspberry Pi in a thing that size. The key thing for me is imagine that as a cloud device that you take to anywhere you want to play it. If you don't have a TV with that
This
built
is
in.
still just the dock. So all the, like, you still got to have your Switch.
What?
If you go down, it says that.
No, it didn't. Stop ruining my story.
All right.
Damn you all. Well, never let it be known that I don't read any of these articles. I just go with the headlines. Whoever said that, they were lying, and I won't have it. Well, anyway, that's not the point. William, we don't have a wanger, do we?
Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, man. Man.
But he does have a tip. He
does have a big tip. Have you got a big tip?
Yeah. Tip.
I do
Instead
have
of
a
a
big
wanger?
tip. If you already have a 3080, save a little bit of money. I guess is what I'm telling you. Unless you want 4K 120 locked on every game you own.
Yeah.
If you want that, you know, and you got the TV, go for it, because it is locked at 4K 120. It's
What
beautiful.
is?
Games, frame rate.
Oh, I see. Any games.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Shadow of War was like 198 frames.
Right.
Red Dead Redemption gets over 120 frames.
Right.
It's gorgeous, man.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
yeah. I've been playing Days Gone at 120 on my because it was in the Fanatic sale for like $15.
Yes,
And
I bought it too. Days
did
Gone,
you?
yeah.
Have you played
yes,
it yet?
I did. No,
Have you
I
started?
haven't.
Have you
I'm
ever
gonna
played
start
it?
Wednesday. No.
Oh, Ray, Ray and we know, mate, don't we?
It is in my top 10 of all-time favorite games. I love it.
I heard
I
heard the story's really good, and the zombie open world is really cool. So
think-
I'm very excited.
What happened with that when it launched on PlayStation? It could have been in the oven a little bit more because there were performance issues with it. So I think that took a lot of the steam away as far as sales and things like that. But then they've later went, put the patches out and all that good stuff. And it's a fantastic game.
No, it's a gorgeous game, and you will definitely enjoy it. You would definitely enjoy it.
There's going to be things that jump at you. That's just going to
on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I got Red Dead Redemption for like $17, so I could do the online. And thank you, Rockstar, for transferring all my stuff. But I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 to play through with mods. What else did I get? I bought Metal Slug 2 just because it was $1. I bought Days Gone for $16.
Wow.
And I bought Marvel Avengers for like $6. So
Days Gone just amazing. I fired it up again, Ray. I was backing it straight away, and I just thought, the music and the graphics and the gameplay, I love it.
I just want to put that out there, guys. If you want to play Red Dead Redemption online, it is on Boosteroid. You can play it on Boosteroid.
You put it out there, my friend.
Yes, I did.
You just do that. I'm just setting up the spinny wheel. Right, I am going to close the contest, guys. If you haven't entered, in 5, 4.
Ooh, the Winter
3.
Soldier.
Oh yes, that's
it dropped on Stadia as well.
Yeah.
Even though Stadia is dead, they did push it out to Stadia. So
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
they got
yeah,
the
they
Winter
did.
Soldier.
Yeah,
Okay,
they did.
all right,
They did.
okay.
It's true. Right. So that Ray, do you want to do your amazing Ray plays it forward? I thought that was quite clever. Ray plays it forward. Do you like
Okay.
that, Ray? No,
Yeah, I like-
see, we try different ones each week.
I put Ray plays it now or Ford, but I do like Ford. But
Ray
guys,
plays it
right now, guys, on Amazon Luna, before this game goes away and becomes the 46th and 47th game, there is Luna's Rabbids Party of Legends, and there's also Windjammers 2. Go and play that now on Amazon Luna. And then on xCloud, they have Insurgency, Sandstorm, Soccer Story. There's a really popular game right now everybody's playing. It's called Gungrave Gore.
Yeah.
And then there's also Norco. I actually tried Norco. It's a pinch I mean, not a pinch. What is it? Click, a click and play game.
Yes.
And then on Boosteroid, they got Slay the Spire, Soulstone Survivors, Foxhole, and Farthest Frontier. That is on Boosteroid. And then on PS Plus, they're going to announce tomorrow the PlayStation Plus games. But one of the games is, I think, The Last Among Us or something. That's one of the games we're talking about coming on the Plus. So
amazing.
there you go.
Thank you, Ray. I would have put
Where did John go?
I know. And he went. I'm not listening to Ray. If he can't go with Ray plays it forward, I'm getting out of here.
Every time I talk, he disappears. I'm just saying.
It's
John, just let me know, John. If you don't want to hear me, just let me know.
It's just a thing. He loves you, really. I'm sure he does. Right. We shall have, in a second, I have all of the entrants to today's draw. I'm just going to go and grab it so we can do it on here. And some of you are very clever. Those of you that watch Rock Around the Clock, you clever people, you will know that if you also go to Facebook and Twitch, where we're also streaming, you can enter again and go in 3 times. And I allow this because I like your industry. I like your entrepreneurialism. So it's a bit tiny. I might be able to zoom in. Let me just give it a go. I don't want to destroy our... No, it's not going to do it. That's fine. Right, so we have all the members... Plus, I think there were 25 entrants today as well. So I'm afraid it's getting on for about 80 people in that wheel. So your odds aren't brilliant, but they're not bad. Are you ready, guys? Raymond, could you count us down, my friend?
Right,
1, 2.
I'll do a 3.
Okay.
1. And I'm gonna do it like John Scar when he's counting down.
Okay.
1, 2,
Get out there.
3. Go!
I've used the wrong wheel as well. I meant to do the Christmas one. Oh well, it's the same people. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone.
Here we go. Slowing down now. I can see. It's going to be. Oh, it's gone past Ray. It's going to be.
Really?
It's already exists.
Congratulations!
Woo! Well done. He actually won last week on the 30 Days of Christmas as well. But I shuffled the names, guys. It's just the luck of the draw. So well done, my friend. I will be getting. I have his email address. I'll be sending him. Well, he's even got access to the list, so he can go and have a look.
He's in the chat.
He is brilliant. Brilliant. Well done, guys. There'll be another one tomorrow. Don't forget to join in on Rock Around the Clock tomorrow for another one. And another one the day after. And what day's tomorrow? Thursday. And another one the day after. And then on Thursday, not only do we do this on Friday, William, but we also do a members only draw as well.
Sounds saucy.
Yeah, I know. Got some special games for the members as well. So there you go. Brilliant stuff. Guys, I think we've kind of tipped the thing, haven't we? What? Oh yes.
Yeah, I got FIFA continuous. Come on.
Yeah. What time is your game, Ray? When's it?
I think it's on now.
Is it? Could be now. Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go and watch your team. Just before we go, if you guys go across to, let me just put this in the chat so that you can find it. If you head over to my website, rockshow.com, and to this page, live giveaways. I just paste that into the chat. There we go. Oh, it won't let me? What do you mean you won't let me? There it is. It's in there.
Ella, you're in charge.
Yeah. Get yourselves over there because you'll see all of my giveaways. They're all in there, and I'm adding to them. And there's a newsletter you can join now as well, which is cool. So if you join the newsletter, I will let you know ahead of everybody else when there's a new giveaway coming, which can't be bad, guys, can it? We've got, there's a load of stuff coming up. I'm really into this giveaways thing now. I've been pooling all my dosh. When they said, what do you want for Christmas? I just want money for giveaways. Go on, William. Ray, sorry.
Guys, make sure if you are Prime Game members, make sure Joe reminded me today, claim your stuff because some of that stuff's going to end in a couple of days.
If Ray didn't get you excited, get your tail over to Prime Gaming because you can claim Fallout New Vegas for free.
Yes.
And that is a hell of an
edition.
RPG.
What edition? The
Game of the Year edition, I think.
Yeah, and then also they got a bunch of skins for Battlefield 2042 and some other stuff. Whoa, Rokk, your mouth.
I've seen him hanging up at my post office.
Yeah. Don't serve this man. Serves him right. There you go, guys. Yeah, well done. Good bit of chaps. What are you up to for the rest of the week? God damn you.
SPG.
Oh well, today I am testing this new rig out. Gonna get it all dialed in, and then tomorrow, I think you've convinced me. I'm gonna start Days Gone.
Yeah, please do.
I am. I'm gonna play through some Days Gone, and then Friday, I'm gonna probably get back to some Battlefield 2042. I think with the community. It's a hell of a game.
It's purely multiplayer, isn't it? There's no story. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No,
because I spent hours installing the flipping thing, looking forward to doing the campaign, and it just matching you up. No, you're not. Delete.
Yep, it's basically very similar to the other Battlefield games, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. But it's a hell of a lot of fun. But just realize that you are meat for the grinder. So run into the grinder.
Is that your nickname, the Grinder? Is that what they call you? Demi Goddess of Gaming loves Battlefield 2042. You should get her into a game. Get her in the squad.
We got you back. Demi.
Yeah,
anytime Demi Goddess or Cloudy V wants in, we've got a spot for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're having tons of fun.
Well, you definitely want Cloud Validation. He's a bit handy, isn't he? He's a bit useful.
Yes.
As they say.
He is.
Yeah. Sorry, Ray, you were with your somebody out there mowing your lawn. You got dogs barking at your front door. What else you got going down there?
I'm sorry, Rokk. I have a house. I'm in the neighborhood. Sorry.
He's in the hood. What do you got coming up, my friend? What are you streaming soon?
Well, tonight I'm doing I do a sports show with Vet Cloud Gaming. We do Sports Talk 101 where we talk about I don't know why they call it football because we're throwing the ball, but anyway, that's
weird.
That's the whole thing. But anyway, we're talking about American football tonight, and then later on tonight I will be playing freshly frosted. Yes, I'm going to be glazing donuts and putting sprinkles on them. It's a really awesome puzzle game on Amazon Luna, on RayBray3473 Twitch TV. And then Thursday, I'll be doing some Marvel Snap. And then Saturday, Wreckfest. And guys, don't forget GeForce Thursday. Don't forget to claim your free games at the Epic Store. And don't forget, there's a lot of free games. There's a lot of sales going on. Don't miss out on those sales.
Yeah, absolutely. And the dog agrees. I think, Ray, have you got a new microphone?
That's not my dog.
No, but you've got a little...
What are you doing?
No,
Rokk. Go buy the damn game.
No, let me tell you. No, Rock's setting me up because I know he works the buttons back there.
Oh, you think Rock's barking?
Rock's setting me up.
Yeah.
Rock set me up.
Yeah,
I know he's got the buttons back there.
You've got
my volume and stuff.
You've got what we call a sausage dog. What do you call them in the States?
No, that's not
wiener
my dog.
Dachshund. No,
I have a pit bull next door. I have a pit bull next door.
You've got a Dachshund.
Hey, that's the neighbor's dog, Ray.
No, I
have a pit bull next door. Say no, your neighbor does. Your neighbor owns the dog.
I have a little Chihuahua and a terrier. Chihuahua. But next door is a pit bull. Yeah, he's not that nice.
I tell you now, my money would be on the Chihuahua because he would just go for the black nuts. And you would go with
once you latch on, they don't let go.
No, it's just a hanging about, going, you ain't getting rid of me, my friend. Guys in the chat, thank you so much. Thank you for your amazing super chats and your memberships and your love. Yes. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow for some more Clock and, of course, another PC game giveaway. And I'm going to have a little look in my treasure trove and decide what Friday's members-only game is going to be as well. So join me for that. It's been an interesting week for Cloud News, guys. Let's hope it continues. But to the positive. Raymond, William, thank you. Ray, yes.
Shout out to Rokk. Rokk is spending his Stadia refund money on games to give away. So shout out to Rokk for doing that. And
I
shout out
am-
to John
wow.
Scar. All
It's
right.
lovely.
Shout out to
It's what
Rokk
you
Shout
and
out.
shout out
Shout
to
out,
the
shout out
Stadium
for his
Stimulus.
kindness, folks.
Oh, bless. Thank you, my friends. You're all wonderful. And thank you, Eddie, as well, for that amazing donation earlier. Right, that's it. Should we go and see what IRL's all about? I'm going to go and look it up in the dictionary and see what's happening in IRL.
I'm gonna go see if I can fit one of them plugs. So let's.
Yes.
let's-
Just don't invite William round with his big one. That's the. You
It
do
ain't
not
gonna
want to.
fit.
No, you don't want that. Go and enjoy the
try,
football.
though.
Have a fantastic week, everybody. Take care.
try,
See you
though.
guys.
Woo, USA.
USA, Iran.